Gonna get CT site start here for -72C. FYR, just the one set of util here on the T side. And they're making some moves towards A. Barosto, wake up, mate. He is the purple wiggle of this game right now.
Oops. Well, look, at least this is the best map to go AFK on, right?
Oh, he's
because
here.
you can
He's back.
play from CT. He hasn't bought, so he's gone for that early AWP in the next couple of rounds, I guess. Inhuman going to be able to get a reload off. No way.
There's no way you should be allowed to get away with that. The double swing now coming in as they scale up. All right, Barosto's come back just in time. Inhuman didn't need any help, and he's got himself a 3K in the pistol. No bomb plant here for FYR. That is a beautiful start for -72C here on CT side of Overpass. And of course, we get into a pause round 2. Because why not?
Just had a little... While we're paused, of course. Oh, cool. We got a replay of this phenomenal moment. Inhuman. Look at this. Best reload you'll ever see. Dancing around, kissing the glass, and able to give Zions a slap on the face. What was that?
What was that, Ragdoll?
It was something.
Do we want to go to Hamburg or Berlin? What are we thinking?
Yeah, we can go for a little... We can go to Berlin. It's only 200 meters away on the right.
It's also straight ahead, depending on whether you want to go central or somewhere else, I think.
Well, I guess if it's not... Which way is north? And we'll figure that out.
Did you bring your compass?
No, I didn't. I brought my Parkenlage Schoneck, though.
Okay.
And my Hoffnungsseiten.
Where's Jordan? We need Jordan to translate.
Do we? Yep. Production just told us what it was.
And
I got close on the first word.
And you're going to pronounce that for us, Mac, because you just heard it.
Can I get one more? We'll do it later.
Wow. Left
rounds
on
live,
red.
rounds live. It's okay, it's okay.
Oh,
in the meanwhile...
Stuck. Didn't really get him as much as I thought it would.
Yeah, too much hurt on all those balls. The team's going way too deep both ways, and the utility damage not going to be looking too good at all. But the rifles going 1 for 1 with the Glocks at the moment. That's a little better. Looking much nicer with 4 alive at the end of the round. -72C, you're going to be able to pick up that second. And what I was going to quickly say, Mitch, before we jump into the third, before
go on.
you talk about different signs again. When we went live at ESLCS on Twitter, had Clutch Gaming is back in action. They're taking on Mongols. So I've got a classic tweet ready. It's Clutch Gaming was in fact not in action tonight. They didn't show up.
Cool.
Oh,
was
sorry.
Was that the punchline or?
No, discard.
Oh.
Don't save that one. All right, close. Yep. Don't worry. Never happened. You don't laugh. I'm not putting it on it. Anywhere. Yeah.
Zingy. Look at him go. He's got the Krieg out. Opening pick there over onto party side. -72C. Someone's got to step up here. CT aggression into short B. Shandaris has got a beautiful little info gathering position. And now for Zetsky. What can he do from Divider here, Mac? That's the question. He's got to step up huge.
Well, he's done nothing. He got shot in the back of the head. Unfortunately, didn't have Musu watching bathrooms, which is what the setup's usually supposed to be from these CTs. And it looks like it is going to favor FYR for a moment. Deep smoke at jump up. Now, this is a bit of an issue for the T's if Inhuman wants to run through because it does spill out a lot. But meanwhile, he's waiting for Shandaris. See?
They
Push
just go
through.
B.
Good timing.
They had the flank through B. Shandaris thinks he's retaking A. But they've hit him with the reverse Uno card. How sick is Uno, though?
That's a sick game, man. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. It's mad as.
Solid concept. Mad, lit.
Look at him go. On the slide.
Have you
and
seen this
everything.
angle, by the way? This angle's sick.
New one?
This angle.
Yep.
Shandara is the way where he's looking.
Yeah, you can look at the door.
You can look at the door. Yep.
There's
Because of all the little bits of wood in the way. See? Look. You don't
elephant's
clear that.
name? Oh, hold on.
Humphrey.
Ascanator. Oh dear. He's turned away. He was looking at the elephant. And the elephant in the room
Why?
is that he wasn't holding the angle.
Why would you ask him that question at that specific moment? I cannot believe you have done him like that, Mitch.
Me?
Yeah, you asked him, what's the elephant's name? And he was trying to come up with a name. Too much silly buggers going on back here, mate.
We're not buying Mac. Even though Fours is only going to have 3.4 next round. That's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. B-rush. And it was not the stacked site. So we end up in a accelerated post-plant retake extravaganza.
Very extravagant.
Really? This bomb radius, though. The CTs, they can play the exits pretty heavily. Barosto was doing exactly that. He takes one with him. And this is my new favorite thing to do. I'm always... If I love playing that second player at A on the rifle. If I'm playing the exits, I'm always just camping in the post plant up top side of monster there because the T's have to filter out there a lot of the time and you get yourself a lot of freebies.
Why would you leak the strats? You've done it again. Leaks everywhere tonight.
Account balances 550 bucks. Maybe? That's more than I got. What are we going to get here from FyR? Bit of short B control. Shandara's looking to contest off the back of the jump spot from Yusu. In comes the connector crunch at the same time. Forzetsky though can't find the right angle to really make his way out there in time. He's able to trade that one down. So we end up in a 3-on-3 zingy. He knows he's got a cheeky little timing to sneak up into the A site here, but he hasn't really timed that peak very well. And Musu, he just looks like he's running around on ice skates right now. Man does not stop moving.
And that trend will continue. As Signs going to be able to find the back of Fours and maybe an open B site. That will be very open. Numbers have been counted by Asex in the meanwhile, and it looks like FyR are going to get that money down. Or are they? Nice timing of the rotation there for -72C. And, oh, he's going forward. Won't be able to find the timing, and Human falling makes this round that much harder. At least there's the smoke there for FyR to play around. Asex is quite low and is going to be playing this sneaky in the post lane.
No kit from him. So he's kind of got to speed this one up, to be honest. Drop down into water. Double up on monster position here for FyR. He knows that one was on the site and is probably crossed a short after clearing that, but the double swing here from the T's. Kit's been picked up, so this was actually a pretty winnable round, but he's just going to go ahead and save.
It is what it is. And it is another round in the bag for FyR. Musu saving the rifle across means he's probably going to be the only one with a rifle in this next round because the money's not in a good way. So we'll see how they want to play it. Are they just going to stack something again? I'm seeing a couple of deagles picked up here. So chance for maybe an upset round. I just don't see it happening with FyR. The way that they're moving around the map is a bit more solid at this current point in time. And what are we going to see? Musu thinking about some con control, and it's almost worked out. They've got the control. Zines is running away on very low health, and the T's looking just to go for that quick flank. Oh, look at that, Husky. Spidey senses tingling. And there is a world where if they go up the ladder, if they find this pick onto Zines, mate, he's got that bomb all on his own. How do they play this?
Bit of a sticky situation, isn't it?
Hmm.
They've navigated it well, though.
Oh.
Spotted out that player backside of con. With the rifle, no less. And we get the reroute back into the A side. I haven't even dropped a single player. This is quite a nice little anti-eco coming out from FyR.
Lovely round, lovely approach, and a lovely outcome for all the FyR fans out there watching at home. Looking like there will be four picked up on the T side. That's solid.
Yeah. I mean, they'd probably get more than that. Their economy is pretty insane back.
How much do you reckon they're getting?
Oh, I'll give them 7.
It's a good shout.
I think they're taking this game, quite honestly.
Yeah.
They want it more, you could tell. They want that playoff spot. Look at Zingy. Look at the way that he runs out of spawn. With a zing in his step, some might say. Bomb retrieved there. There's a bit of short B control. Zingy trying to defend, but the Krieg spray really wasn't what he wanted. Barosto takes him out. Davey trying to go for an aggressive entry up short. B has found his position in towards Sandbag, so he might just get a bit of a B set play here, but the layering of the monster smokes, the T's can't find a comfortable angle of approach, at least for the time being.
Davey may be spotted in a moment, but Chantaris doesn't look towards the sandbags. He's just going to go for the swing on Monster on a timing. It's good for one, but then they're done, and Musu over the top. Oh, wants to try to keep the numbers, surely. Looking to play his life here, get that reload off, expects the swing through the smoke. The aggression does not pay off for FyR, and it's a 1v2 again. Let's see what Husky can do to lock it in.
Fours just holding that short B angle. Slowly progressing his way up. Bomb still dropped in the middle of the site. Husky has got across at some point. Fours on the line though. Caught in transition, but still able to react and hit the shot. And that's going to be a third for -72C. But with only 2 players surviving, takes a bit of a toll on their economy. In comes the reinvestment here from FyR. And a chance at a pretty decent looking reset to keep their foot ahead of their opponents here on the T side of Overpass.
So you know how it's FyR?
Yeah.
You know how your old alias was FYD and it stood for something? What do you reckon FyR stands for? Something similar?
Yeah.
Except the R's like Randy?
Oh, we love doing that to Randy.
Yeah.
Open con here. Looking for a pick. This could be a nice little angle to catch Zines. Making his way up there. Cheeky little jump spot for Rosto. Man's playing with confidence right now, but he actually hasn't really been hitting too much. So that's a nice little molly to allow him to fall off the line and make his way back towards bathrooms. Short B control's been taken by FyR in the meanwhile. And they're just going to drop off Davey here to listen to the rotations and make sure the CTs don't have too much information in the middle of the map. They may not be expecting Forzetsky still in connector at this point in the round, and he's going to drop the bomb.
Rough time to drop it, and it's looking Looks like it's going to be hard to retrieve until they swing together. Zingy, again, doing a lot of the heavy lifting here for FYR. They're not going to be able to get into B for free. They will have a 2v2 on site, but it's more like a one-on-one over towards Monster. They need to be worrying about Davey jumping, looking for any information at all. And in the meanwhile, it is going to be Inhuman looking to hold as solo as he can. Barosto stops that wrap from the short side.
Where's
Minus
Ziggy?
72C with the short control. Mate, this is looking good.
Ziggy's in another bloody country right now. He's making his way across Russia just to try to get into the site. 10 seconds left here. Husky's bought enough time for him to do nothing. He's made it there just to get his head blown off by Barosto from heaven. FYR coming apart at the seams right now, and that is going to be their economy in a real weird position here. And what was a beautiful T-side start to Overpass is kind of fallen by the wayside now as minus 72C pick up a clean CT gun round there, breaking the money of the T-side, and now a chance for them to get themselves a, 7-5, something like that. Looking good, man.
It is, isn't it? You are too.
Thanks, man. I put on my my finest apparel, and you copied it.
Homies looking out for one another. That's what it's all about. What it's all about, though, is aggression. We are 25 seconds in the round, and the bomb is almost on A. Zingy is running with the Tech 9, and Husky, unfortunately, not going to be able to find any rewards for that aggression. But over on the other side of the pond, Shandaras is doing just enough work until he takes that fight. The range of the MP9 just not able to fight as good as he wanted. Inhuman as well, going to be chunked down to about half HP. And FYR just drawing out as much of that utility as possible before, again, just going back the other direction. Bombs on A, getting planted. And it's just Musa here to try to stop it and deal with all these pistols. Oh, swing it long. Looks like it could be good for the first kill. 3 more to find and get past. But now the numbers have been evened on up. Musu, Crispy. Oh, okay. Nice little flicky. But it's long they have to worry about. No one tapping just yet. So Davey still has some timing to maybe swing on this one. But he's taken a little too long to get to the party. And that's going to be the lead found by minus 72C.
They're in a really good spot now. With the plant for FYR and the loss bonus, though, they're starting to put together some better looking buys. Still 3 rounds left to play here. But the difference between these two teams all comes out for FYR. And the same can be said for Forzetsky. Quick monster smoke from the CTs. Molly to short. Posted on the line in towards Con here, Zines. To make sure not to make a mistake. And Davey finds a really nice timing to come out short. Forzetsky, unsupported by his team, continues to try to push connector and create opportunities self-sufficiently. Unfortunately, he has been taken out of the equation, and FYR with another peak on long A. This is going swimmingly for the T side, and they're going to start to, after getting that pick into the B side from the aggressive lurker, set themselves up for an A ending. Everything just going their way right now, Mac.
Certainly seems to be the case. Shandaras, though, has something to say about it. Unfortunately, he gets kicked in the face. So, you can't really speak after that. You're kind of a little bit gobsmacked. I think that's the term for it. 5-5, though. And it's all bloody close as we get towards the later stages of the half. The money is going to be there for minus 72C to buy again, where they're going to go for the force. So you got 4s on a D, you got Shandaras on that P250, and the utility is lacking. But let's see what they can do with it. You never know.
Pretty back and forth game of Overpass. Inhuman up on the short B boost, and with that smoke not landing the way the T's would have wanted, actually opt to cancel that short pipe bust, which ends up working out for them. There's the pop flash over the top, pushes Inhuman off the line, so the patience has been rewarded here as FYR takes short B.
Smoke broken. Not timed with a flash, but they just were looking for any CTs out in the open. And again, just pumping the brakes here with the short control, with the monster position. That time slowly ticking. We haven't seen minus 72C go for a full rotation down to B, but they're going to start doing that. As you can see, FyR's looking for info just with that Deagle over towards Fountain. And the swing is good for one, almost the second. The secondary, barely. Not going to get pulled out in time. Inhuman coming through, man, for as much as he can do, man. But, oh, that's not going to work in the end. And it's FyR's in a 1v2. Who is in the right position, and he'll beat that molly. The tick don't hit him. And no, the Deagle shots don't connect enough. So FyR will take the lead back and may be able to turn this into 7 on the T side.
Yeah, definitely recovery has been found after a couple of nice rounds in a row. They break the CT side economy right in the 12th round. Giving us a chance at an easier 7th. But here in ESL Challenger League Asia, nothing is ever easy or free. Shandara is forgetting it was the last round. Surely should be buying something, but he says no. He's a bit of a USP no armor connoisseur in round 12.
Oh, okay.
So that's all good. Safe for next half, I guess.
Again, just letting this time tick down before deciding on a site, but we are going to see this bomb start to make its way towards the bathrooms. Force here, push it through the door. Man is swinging in, coordinated with the B-site members, and see you later, FyR. But a man advantage might not secure the round just yet because Barosto's got to hold the A-site solo. Zingy, in the meanwhile, going to be able to take Pause out, and this is not looking too good. The coordination was great on the short pincer, but everything else has gone everywhere.
Yeah, retake attempt. And armorless Shandara is going down here. Inhuman running through the smoke. How has he gotten away with that? 1 on 2 now. Knows where these last 2 players are approximately. The reposition onto a safe angle. No kit here. Even though he underarms the smoke, he's going to have to try to get some work done. 5 bullets left, and Zingy's going to catch him on the off angle. Slides on out, and that is going to be the end of the half. Come back soon to see the epic conclusion of this series.
the worst hole in Biergarten. That's what we found here during the break. So don't go there unless you like worst.
Yeah, look. Worst hole was my nickname in high school, but that's going to be a story for another time. 72C making their way straight towards the B side here. That's a huge pick from Asex.
And, oh, he's still alive on 3 points of health. We'll have the helping hand of Sound King for a moment, but unfortunately Sound King didn't last long, and neither did Asex. Husky going to be able to join in from short just in time to bring it back to this 2v2. And -72C just trying to figure out where they want to look here. Husky.
Yeah.
Just jiggling here towards that monster side and just trying to make sure that there is no escape route. They know they've got a 1v1 at best, but even so, Zingy has been so clutch, so good. And they're going to be able to do it again. FyR with 8.
No bomb plan as well. Can't get that force going for yourselves on the T side. That's a bit of nightmare fuel for -72C. They're going to take a single save, and then they've got a lot of work to do on this T side, mate. Grinding things back with those gun rounds. FyR just want a nice and clean anti-eco here. Streamline that CT side economy and give themselves a nice little runway to head through into the playoffs here.
Awkward moment. A bit of damage onto him, and that's going to incentivize -72C to keep on pushing, and push they will. Signs with an MP9 will tank the nade to the face, which chips away at him, and the T's are just going to be jumping, drawing that crosshair, which works damn well. It's another 1-for-1, and that's big damage considering there's not a lot brought in from -72C, but now they've got MP9s. They've got a cheeky bit of upgrading, and the MP9 in the hands of Asex is that little bit better. Aim punch, certainly a factor there, as 4s in a 1v3 is probably just going to look for damage. It's a big ask for him to clutch it.
Yeah, makes his way back up the ladder. Gonna head over to party playground. That's a pretty little tree there. Some nice drawings.
Oh.
He's running all the way up the left wall to try to avoid being heard. But Zingy, I think, in that position, should just be able to hear the footsteps. Maybe. No, he started walking. I don't think he's heard the footsteps. I think that's perfect. That's why you run up the left wall, because you can actually avoid the sound radius. But Zingy's checked in. Good awareness. Understanding what's clean and dirty across the map. And 2 guns lost for FyR. So a pretty even result between both teams. And now for the first gun round here for -72C.
Getting to the real pointy end. FyR digging deep and making the reverse sweep a reality, of course. It doesn't feel like they were too in their element on Anubis, but Overpass and Mirage maps that have been around a little longer seem to be their playground. And Zingy in particular has certainly impressed me in the last 2 maps, but can he do it again? Over towards tree side. Oh, good positioning and nice little spray to find 2. His job's done.
Yeah, can he get more though? Barosto going to put him down. Still 2 picks at that point in the round. Davey, oh, I think at least in the spectator, he spotted something over the smoke. That's going to be further extending the advantage. Science peeks up con off the back of that contact. I don't think I've seen anyone do that, and the flank comes in from Asex. That was an absolutely beautiful round from FyR. And, I mean, we've seen some really nice rounds, and we've seen some not so nice rounds, but that, at this point in the game, to absolutely destroy the T's first buy and potentially set yourself up for a spot in the playoffs. That was fantastic. Have you seen anyone jump spotting above the toilet smoke like that before?
I
in CS2?
Don't think so.
That was sick.
You liked it?
Yeah.
I hadn't taken much awareness to it. But again, you're seeing FyR trying to go for that old school molly. So they have an idea of how to play Overpass, right? You know, when they're throwing mollies like that, which worm meta. It sometimes is a good idea, but the molly, of course, doesn't hit here in CS2 just yet. It's too inconsistent. Speaking of inconsistencies, that spray from Zions needs to be looked at after the match. Either way, the trades will come through. 100%. It was, yeah, in between everyone, a little bit behind there, but oh, lovely little spam through from Husky. And that's what happens when you don't go for the safe plant. It's an 11th in the bag for FyR, and Davey says, baby, take me home, take me out, get me out of this game. 2 more rounds needed.
Cheeky little Olaf graffiti. Bit of an iconic Counter-Strike moment. Kind of last chance here for -72C to start to get something rolling here on the T side. They're maxing out the loss bonus, but without a whole bunch of extra cash in the back pocket. With no bomb plant, they won't be able to buy into the next as much as they might want to. They lose it. So it's kind of make or break territory. Initial util pressure on the A side of the map, and here's the tooth plash from Barosto to send the boys in, lay it in with another flash over onto Pillar's side. That HE nade is so juicy, and the reactive utility, the mollies, is making this very difficult for the T's here.
Well, let's see how much value this nade gets done. Big damage onto Davey, but it's not a kill just yet. He still is able to swivel his head around and maybe get some shots through. Zion's going to be able to pick up Barosto, and 4s will fall. So the CT's favored for sure. Musu has been doing so much good work, but Zion's is none the wiser to this position. And in about 15 seconds or so, we will figure out exactly how this one goes down. But Musu, is he going to be ready? Or is he going to be deady? Zion's certainly not aware that this is a possibility. What value can he get here? There's the first 40 seconds, second scene. And another herd over towards short side. But that time it's ticking, and the wood's only so paper thin. The spam will find him from Husky. And FyR are laughing all the way to the potential final round here. 7 match points to play with.
And this is what I said, no bomb plant for the T side in that last round. This last buy looking damn putrid, Mac. Down to Khalil's. Single AK, very limited util here. For -72C. What are they going to come up with? Did both of those mollies miss? No, one of them didn't. Shandara's taking a little bit of chip damage there. Sending it.
Okay, and sending seems to be the play, and it's working today. Pause with a D. Going to be able to bring it to the 3v3. Maybe get himself an upgrade. Nice time into the push through pipe from Inhuman. But Asex still here, locking down the B site. Smoke about to fade at Monster, and I think you've seen that shoulder will find the head through the wood. And the job's not done yet. But it's certainly a possibility to close out here and now for FyR.
Reroute back to B. But look at this, FyR. Stacking that B bomb site. They are positioned well to deal with this contact hit coming in. But will they hold their nerve?
Well, they're holding flashes and won't get the gun back out in time, which is bad for Asex there. Zingy, however, drops the bomb on the ground and brings it to the 1-on-1. We know he's been so clutch in these positions, and he's going to do it again. 13-5, 2-1.